We are in the North Shore of Oahu, camping here for the weekend, so we're having a lot of fun here. I just thought I'd be able to talk to you face to face before I grab the camera and take it around and show you what's going on. So let's have a quick tour of, who's this?
What are you playing?
That's Robert. He's imitating one of the skits or something. So so we're having a good time here. We've been doing a lot of swimming and building sandcastles and hiking around, and so this is good. And I'll just show you around here, and then I'll probably cut back to the base in Honolulu and show you that place as well. Side here, exciting as it looks. You can see a lot of stuff drying out because last night we had a lot of rain here. The north side of the island can be very unpredictable as far as weather is concerned. So you can get a lot of quick rains and stuff. In fact, these tarps were blowing right off the tents, and people were up at 3 in the morning putting them back on. One group actually ran into a van and slept there for the night. This is my tent here. You'll be fascinated to know. And we'll look inside, and you can tell it's quite a mess. And that's that. My sleeping bag's out there drying. Let's go to the beach and have a look there. Bet you're looking forward to that. Here we are. There's a view of the North Shore. We got some good waves today. I was out there body surfing earlier. Some people are out there surfing right now. And we're in right next to a public park, staying in a nice campground here. This is Sam. He went to the store with me today, where I bought the video cassette. How you doing, Sam?
Hi. We went to go get some underwear too, but they didn't have anything for me.
And we'll see what else is going on here. Here's 2 members of our group, Margaret from Switzerland, and Carol, who works in the kitchen. How you guys doing?
Fine, thanks. Carrie? Look, Carrie.
This is the sandcastle we built today. Isn't that amazing? This took hours to build. I really like this part here. My entrance, which I made, and then a ramp leading up into the castle there. And this part was built by Jean from Norway, my friend. He built right onto the city. And then we'll just kind of take a look over here. Did you feel like you're flying over old ruins? Like you're in an airplane or something?
Show them where you were born, Dave.
What was that?
I said, show them where you were born.
Where I was born?
Yeah, your little city.
Well, that's what I'm showing him. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm glad I'm videoing this for posterity because this is going to be wiped out in a few hours once the tide comes up. Susie's a little bit modest, and there's Robert, both part of our group. And that's the North Shore, and that's the beach, and that's the sandcastle. I don't know what else I can show you. I don't know how people can make hour and 2 hour long videotapes, because I run out of things to do and say in about 5 minutes. Going?
Yeah.
That's the red light. Ship's going?
There's a green light on.
Did you press this red button?
Yeah.
Press it again.
Yeah, there's an arrow on the top.
Okay, maybe it's going. Let me see. Well, we're going to conclude this portion of the tape because there's not much to tell you about our time here, but we've been having a good weekend here. There's a friend of mine who owns this video camera who's been kind enough to lend it to me and to others in our group. There we go. Greetings. Well, it's now 3:55 on March 19th. We just had a time jump of about a month and a half from the last filming I did on the North Shore. Unfortunately, I would like to complete this video now. I was planning to do it pretty soon, but I kept putting it off, procrastinating, and now we're moving on and moving out for outreach. So I'm just about to dismantle this room, and I just wanted to film my room so you could have a look at it before I completely take it apart, because when I get back I'll be kind of between things and won't really have my own room to stay at, so you won't be able to see that. And now I'll get behind the camera and show you a tour of this room. Does my hair look pretty long? I have not had a haircut in 4 months. I am overdue for one, so I'm probably gonna get one today or tomorrow. But it's looking pretty long here. I better cut before I get to the Samoas. We're just having a bit of hot weather here. It's been pretty cool up to this point, but these last couple days have been quite hot, which is good because we're going to Samoas and Tonga, and it's going to be pretty hot. So 21st in 2 days on Sunday, we fly out to Tonga first, which is south, and we're there for a month, and then we'll fly up to Western Samoa and American Samoa, and there'll be a group of 10 of us, and we're going to be doing visiting schools and hospitals and prisons and doing dramas and working with churches and leading Bible studies and maybe doing church services and meeting people and helping out wherever we can. So we'll see how it turns out, and I'll let you know. Hopefully on this very video I'll give you a synopsis of it the week I come back, because we'll still have a video camera available to us at the time. So let me give you a quick tour of this room, and then I'll have to turn the camera over to someone else who is just taking off with it. I just managed to grab the camera before I was going to dismantle this room so you could see this. So 1 minute, please. Grab the camera. Getting a little dizzy there. There you go. That's me. Just in case I wasn't aiming too well, if the last bit aimed above my head or something. Well, let's take a look around my room. Oh, I can show you where we're going to go on outreach. Ugh. I hope this thing focuses up this close. I don't know if you can see that well. But you can see that Hawaii's up here, and then we'll be flying down to Tonga, and that's where Tonga is, just a little north of New Zealand actually, and then going up to Western Samoa and American Samoa, which is just across from there. So that's where we're going to be at this summer. And let's see, what else do we have here. There's my bulletin board, and you can see on the further top left is a photo of Alan Lawhead and his wife. They just got married this past summer, or this past spring. That's Dave Warren and his wife. I think you might have met him, I don't know. And various other photos, including the photo of Pahi. And then over here, those are a couple photos Joe Swift sent me. I'll try and get up closer. You can see that's Bill Clinton, and you see right there is his pet cat in the background, Al Gore and Bill Clinton and his cat. And there's another cat fleeing a tank. This caption reads, "Left in Little Rock, Sox Clinton shows interest in speeches made by Master and Master's new best friend. Right in Beirut, an unfamous cat shows interest in fleeing from an oncoming tank." And there's my tape collection and my extensive library and the view of someone else's backyard. And that's about the extent of it. As you can see, just looking around here, we have boxes all over the place. We're trying to pack, and the general rule of thumb is you pack as much as you think you need, just the bare necessities, and then you have that, and that's about as much as you can bring. So I'm much lower on stuff I can bring. So I'll have to go now. That's what I'm actually bringing. And we'll cut back to you in June when I get back. That's our living room, by the way. Just cleaned it up today. It's June 18th, 1993. So here we are. We're back from Tonga and Samoa. I got back about 2 weeks ago, and then we went to the big island of Kona, which is about 3 islands down the row in Hawaii. So we stayed at a friend of a friend's place, tract of land. It's a little into the mountains a little bit, so it's very much like Minnesota type terrain with pine trees and so on, and a couple horses. Got to go horseback riding, and we got to look around the island a little bit. Saw some volcanoes, and couldn't get too close to them because they had roped off the area where the lava was flowing, because about 2 or 3 weeks ago a man actually was sucked underground when the lava collapsed in under him, so they've roped off quite a bit there. And we also went to the big HQ of Youth of the Mission. That's in Kona as well, so we saw that too. So I have my own room here for the time being. A couple of us are going to share this room. We are in what is called the annex to the Creek House. So I'll give you a little tour. I was going to try and take the camera around and show you the YWAM base, but the battery broke on the camera, the guy who took when it was in the Philippines. So I'll plug in a couple locations and show you some things so you can have a little idea of what it's like around here. And then I'll send this tape to you. So let me show you first of all this room. Let's get a wide angle here. That's as wide as we get. I just got things kind of put together here. Okay, there's the Creek House. A lot of the buildings on this base are World War II barracks. There wasn't a military base here, but barracks were put here back in the 50s, I think. So that's a lot of the buildings that we've been living in. And a lot of the familiar furniture we still have in this new room. And we'll have a look at the creek. It's there somewhere. It's not exactly raging at the moment. Let's see here. You see it? It's harder to see in black and white, but I'm sure you see it in there somewhere. It has some disease called phlemongitis or something like that in the water. So you can't go swimming in it, you can't drink it, of course, and you don't even want to go hiking on the mud by the creek. So it's best to avoid that area. Okay, I'll show you a little bit of the rest of the base. This is an area called the Tin Cathedral, where our major meetings are held, and also where we eat our meals. And over there in the back, I don't know if you can see it very well. It's autofocus on this thing isn't working real good. But that's those are missionaries who've been sent out to this base to various countries, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and so forth, in their photos. And we have the volleyball court out there. You can just see the corner of it. And then just standing here by the stage. So there you go. There's the gazebo out there. Can't stretch any further. Horrible, it only goes so far. Again, over here, this is the main compound, I guess you could say, to the base. That's the office building over there, and various living quarters. The family's mainly living in those areas over there. And our parking lot up there. This is the Manoa Valley. We're situated in the glorious Manoa Valley. It's a Japanese community mainly, and it's one of the rainiest spots in Oahu. Oftentimes what happens is rain collects in those mountains back there, and it'll just be raining up there and it'll be blue sky above us. But because the rain's blowing, the wind is blowing this way, the rain will actually blow this way as well, and so we'll get a lot of sun showers. I don't think you can see it, but we'll just zero in on this general area. Up there somewhere is Waimea Falls. I think that's them there. You can't quite see the water, I don't think. But we can go hiking up to those falls. Oftentimes we go hiking up in these trails here. Just yesterday, we hiked over there and went up to the top of this ridge here and hiked all the way along, several miles I think it was, down to the university. And then we're pretty close to shopping centers and so forth. We got some shopping about 3 blocks away, so it's nice. Okay, well that concludes our tour and this tape. I hope you enjoyed it. And this summer I'll be working with what they call the summer missions, which is mainly teenagers coming here and getting Christian teachings and going surfing and that sort of thing. And that takes me all the way up to mid to late August. Thank you for joining me, and good night.